What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're back. Holidays are over. Welcome to Let's Talk Games 13, and we have E-Rock. My right-hand man, E-Rock 8150 is here.
Oh man, Kid Smooth, it's great to be here. The holidays are over, and ain't it wonderful? Everybody had a great Christmas, Happy New Year, and Kid Smooth, once again, great to be a part of your podcast and sit here and argue with Sad for yet another week.
And then, yes, speaking of Sad Man Dan is no date tonight, but he's here. That's great.
Hello, everybody. What's up, PlayStation Nation? Let's get some games in.
Oh my God!
Shout out to the big homie who's not here
Yes,
today.
I have a PlayStation now.
Oh, the PlayStation 2 he bought off eBay.
PlayStation 2 is better than the Xbox One. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Anyway, and crack is better than cocaine, but that's
Whoa,
another topic. Okay.
That's debatable.
And then we also have a special guest tonight. Introduce yourself.
Hey gamers, Bella Rise here. Thanks for having me along, everyone.
Yes, and if you guys, this has actually been like the first podcast I've actually been involved with that has Bella Rise. I've never actually been in a podcast with Bella Rise or anything actually that did to do a better Bella Rise, but I am
You're not gonna
a
mark
fan.
out on her, are you?
What?
You're not gonna mark out, are you?
No.
Well,
But
I'm marking out. Kid Smooth, can I believe my eyes? Is that Bella Rise?
Are you?
Bella Rise, is that you?
That's me.
that's Bella.
My beautiful red-headed wonder from the land
get
down
her.
under. How are you?
God, man. Like, holy crap.
And
Rise.
Bella-
Wow, okay.
Get her number, too,
Yeah.
huh?
Bella Rise,
Huh?
I'm so happy you survived the kangaroo apocalypse. Are you all right, my dear?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. Thank
You didn't know about the kangaroo apocalypse, my dear.
Of course I didn't. I was at home playing my Xbox One.
You see, Kid Smooth, our audience doesn't know that there are Africans in Australia. They're called Aboriginals. You didn't know that, Kid Smooth?
No, I didn't. But
And my Aboriginal brother, his name is. He told me that down there them kangaroos had enough.
Oh my God.
And no
that's
matter
the most
what you-
racist thing I've heard
No,
today.
it wasn't, my dear. My Aboriginal brother told me that those kangaroos had enough. And no matter what your gender or race, if you got too close, you was getting punched in the face. So I'm glad
Well, I
to
tell
see
you what, if
you
someone was trying
survive.
to eat you, you'd punch them in the face too.
Thank God she's in
So-
one piece.
for those who don't know who Bella Rise is, which I'm sure most of you do, Bella Rise, can you tell us who you are, what you do, and what you like?
Okay, well, I started out as just reporting on gaming news for Playback Gaming, so I think that a lot of people will have seen the articles that I post around all over Facebook and Twitter. My goal, I guess, is to get the gaming news out there as quickly as possible. Sometimes I even beat the really big game sites to it, which is really quite rewarding. I've recently started a YouTube channel. I've had it up for about 5 months now, and I've just cracked about, I think, 1,100 subs. So it's going along pretty well.
Nice.
Ain't it
Nice.
wonderful?
So yeah, but like I said, I've seen you around, and I've seen you on Next Gen's podcast, and I know Crap Gamer had a podcast or two with you that I viewed, and I know Iron Wolf, cool dude, the whole Marcus Venus selection movement. I know you've been heavily involved in that, so definitely recognizable. Of course, I've been to the Playback Gaming website, and I watched a couple of your videos, so I always know who you were, just never got the opportunity to be in the same podcast with you. So I'm happy to have you here, and we are going to have a good show. So, E-Rock, what do you want to start with?
Oh man, Kid Smooth, there's been a lot of talk about the developers, the video game developers. They're saying that they've unlocked more power from the ESRAM, that little extra
the
32.
ESRAM?
Yeah, the ESRAM, that little extra bit of
really,
RAM
really
horsepower.
fast RAM.
Listen, Sad, let me finish speaking, my brother, please.
It's only 32 megabytes, bro.
But
Yes.
the developers say they have unlocked extra power, Kid Smooth, which means it's going to help out the performance of the Xbox One. This is a joyous occasion.
Does that mean games
joyous
will now
occasion.
be at 798.
Can somebody please muzzle him?
Bella Ross, we go through this every week. But anyway, Kids Move, that's what's going on. The developers are happy because they've unlocked more power out of the Xbox One. You see, people, it's more fun on the Xbox One.
Now in 798p instead of 792. There you go.
Now the whole thing about the whole it's more of about them being able to use 7 of the 8 cores. You know, first I think when they started, they was only able to access about 6 of them, but only one of them was mainly doing the power, and they've been slowly opening up, freeing up some of the cores to better take advantage of the Xbox One. Now, the thing is, this has been talked about before as a possibility, but a lot of people had.
Well, how do you feel about games
ignored it.
being multi-threat? Games in the future are going to be multi-threaded.
Well, no, let me just finish this right here. With the them unlocking having that 7 core and whatnot, it's just that I don't know if people forgot, but the Xbox 360 to me I thought was future proof, and with time they were able to extract some power out of it, whether it's software update. We just seen it, and it just never really kind of paid attention to it. But that's why I was shocked where people were getting surprised that when they was secret sauce or DirectX 12 and stuff like that.
It's got an extra GPU in it. It's somewhere in there. Just look for it. You'll find it. There's a roadmap of it somewhere by AMD. Look for it.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that the Xbox One is a future-proof machine. It's not future-proof that it's going to be maintaining 20 years from now. But but as time goes on and graphical upgrades, I think the Xbox One would still be able to stand the test within the next 5 years, because a lot of the stuff in the Xbox One is custom made. You know, it's it's custom chips. It's not things you can buy in the store with
how the Xbox One's really going to perform once games are going to be multi-threaded, and then they start utilizing 3, 4, maybe 5 cores, maybe even more. Who knows?
I think it would be just fine, because
I think what it's going to do is it's going to put an extra strain on the GPU, and the games are just going to be much more demanding, and that's really going to test if the Xbox One is really underpowered.
That's what the ES RAM and DirectX 12 is for. Remember, this console wasn't supposed to come out until this year, till this fall.
Well, right.
Yeah.
I think DX12 is, it's an API. I know they took a lot of stuff from Mantle to make the API. So, it's going to be a low overhead API, but, You
said they took a lot of stuff from what?
You never heard of AMD Mantle?
No, you sound muffled.
Oh,
that's because he's talking PC gibberish.
Yeah, I'm talking gibberish.
Power. He's shooting down the extra power inside the Xbox
You can't
One.
download more RAM, faggot.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, my God.
Wait just a second.
No, but Mantle is a low overhead API, and I use it because I have an AMD GPU, and it gives me a slight performance. It's nothing to really bat an eye about. Really, all I think it's gonna do is make the difference between a game being 900p and 720p. That's all I think it'll really.
No, you're a dumbass for that comment. Only because
720 to 900 is quite.
No, dude, because we already have 720p games and 900p games and 1080p.
Yeah, but you don't have multi-threaded games that are.
But this is what's gonna do.
You don't have any multi-threaded games yet. Wait until those come out.
The point of DirectX 12 is to make everything a lot easier. It'll take advantage of every core. So what the thing is that
it's an API, and all it's going to do is just lower the overhead between the GPU and the CPU.
Do you have access to DirectX 12? Have you used it? Are you in a beta program for it?
So because I don't use DirectX 12, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you're saying
that's what you're telling me.
This. No, you're saying
that's because what do you think DirectX? Because what do you think people said in DirectX when DirectX 11 was coming out, when DirectX 10 was coming out from the last one and the last one? They're the same shit. This isn't new, man.
And you see, Kid Smooth,
Oh my
this is
God.
just what I would expect. Sad to say. Sad. You're so predictable.
It's going to give you like a slight performance increase, but I think games in the future are just going to be too demanding for it to matter.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
absolutely. Yep.
They still got games running like crap on a PC, a la
Yeah, so-
Assassin's Creed. So
Yeah, but that's not because the PC sucks. That's because Ubisoft is full of clowns and couldn't make a game that ran right on anything, even on the Xbox One or the
yeah,
PS4.
but it still run like
for that
trash
matter.
on the PC.
Dude, it ran like trash on everything.
Bella Ross, what are your
but
thoughts
here
on the
I
subject?
have something interesting to say about that. You know, if you disconnected your PC or your PS4 from the internet, those frame rate drops magically went away.
Wow.
No, it still had frame rate drops. It
It's,
just decreased. It didn't. It
um,
wasn't completely. It just decreased a little bit. It wasn't.
Well, disconnecting the game seemed to cure a lot of the problems, and people wouldn't stop talking about it on Reddit for weeks. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
To throw it out, but the funny thing is remember when the Xbox came out and everybody was like, I don't want to be connected to the internet. Now, you have to rely on unplugging your console from the internet so your frame rates can be better, a la PS4.
Just
and
foolishness.
PC.
Foolishness.
But
Foolishness.
I don't know. I think you're taking lame
No.
cheap.
that's no, it's just no, it's fact. But Bella, how do
Fact
you?
about what?
No, that's what it was.
I'm
When
just curious
people
to
were
know.
complaining about the always online thing, and it's just kind of
Yeah.
crazy. You got a game.
Well,
that
I mean,
if you-
I guess if Always Online
go
was on
offline.
Xbox, you wouldn't be able to really play Assassin's Creed Unity, would you now?
Yeah, but guess what?
Without
That's
the
not
bugs, right?
It's
'Cause
not the
Always
problem.
Online.
It's not the problem, Ryan. But Bella, what do you feel of what have you heard about the whole the extra power being available to developers in regards to the Xbox One?
Well, basically, the devs are now going to have access, as you said, to the 7th CPU core, which gives them more processing power to develop things, obviously. So they run a lot smoother and various other bonuses. The Xbox One and the PS4 have had 2 CPU cores that have been reserved out of the total 8, so that the background operating system can run in parallel with games. Now, Microsoft has allowed the developers to access approximately between about 50 to 80% of the 7th processing core. So this also does mean, though, that developers have to give up custom game-specific voice commands in order to access the 7th core at all. So things like, your Kinect infrared and the depth functionality has also been disabled. So the amount of CPU time available to developers varies at any given moment. From, the system-related voice commands such as, Xbox launch that and Xbox record that automatically see the CPU usage for the 7th core rise to about 50%. So, developers won't know when that allocation will drop. It's a limitation recognized in the documentation that was leaked. Microsoft have said that they are going to address that with the SDK update. And for anyone listening that doesn't know what SDK is, that's the software development kit. Pardon me. So, 15% of the CPU advantage has actually gone to the Xbox One compared to the PS4.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Wow.
I mean, this access to more processing power possibly explains why Assassin's Creed Unity is running more seamlessly on the Xbox One compared to the PS4, and why the traffic heavy junctions, in GTA 5 don't take as big a hit on the Microsoft products. So yeah, I think for anyone that's listening, I don't know whether I explained that in a way that makes sense, but yeah,
Bella,
that's basically what we've got in store.
That was beautiful, Bella Rise. See, that's the kind of answer we expect on this show, not the jibber jabber coming from our pocket protector wearing pal Sad over here. That was
Pocket
fantastic.
protector? Why, you got one of those?
Bella Rise, listen to the applause from the audience. That was amazing. Oh my goodness.
So what are
What a-
you talking about pocket protectors for? Were
What
you
a-
talking about your pocket protector collection?
What an answer she gave us, Sad. Didn't you enjoy that answer from her? That
I
was
didn't hear
beautiful.
it. I was getting water.
Oh my goodness.
Which is probably why I didn't get interrupted 15 times, which is awesome.
15 times? Do we have a counter for how many times?
We probably
I interrupt?
should. We probably should
You
have
should
like a live
probably
counter.
get one and put it on the
Yo, can y'all hear me?
corner.
We can hear you.
Is that the big homie who decides to show up late? What's going on, man?
You're late. You can't be on here. Get off. Go turn your computer off. Or whatever.
What's up, big homie?
My
How you doing?
goodness.
I'm all good. How you doing, man?
How was your holiday?
It was all good. You know, I don't celebrate the holidays, but I ate good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Respect that. You know, everybody do different things. So nice for you to join us. We do have a special guest today with Bella Rise. Have you heard of her?
I heard of it, but I never heard any of her, I guess channel or podcast, whatever.
Big homie,
What's up?
it's me, E-Rock. Is that you, big homie?
Yeah, that's me. What's going
It's
on?
good to hear you here, my PlayStation 4 supporting amigo. I'm feeling good now that you're here. I'm feeling super califragilistic expialidocious now that you're here, brother.
Yeah, I'm about to come
This
spoil the
guy's
party.
literally got a hard on because you came in here. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, because
Nah,
now we'll
come
get
on,
some
man.
we'll
Come
get
on
some
with all
common
that.
sense. We'll get some common sense in here now and a
All
different
right.
point of view.
This is somebody interested. I want to. How do you? What is your take on the secret sauce? Well, it's not secret sauce. The extra power that developers are able to extract from the Xbox One with them freeing up the
I,
7.4.
I think it's bullshit. Like I don't know too much about it, but it's the same shit they've been saying for the past shit and this DX12 shit. I think it's all bullshit. Like you know what I'm saying? The fucking Xbox is a powerless piece of shit, and it ain't shit they really can do with it. They can fucking change that. I mean, they'll say these dreams with
This
the
man's speaking God's word right here.
with
Thank you very
with the
much.
DX12s and the fucking development kits and all this shit. Like it's a bunch of bullshit. Like I see it when I believe it. Seeing is believing with me. So until I see it, it's gonna continue to be a piece of shit in a fuck box.
Big homie, tell us how you really feel.
Wow.
Holy cow. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, he'll see
you know
it when
what's
he
crazy?
believes it.
It's crazy because Dying Light, they're working on that game comes out a couple weeks from now, and they had before the new kits came out that they got from Microsoft, they already had their game running on the Xbox One at 1080p, 30 frames per second, and I'm sure they can actually do more with that extra piece of with the new SDK kits that they were able to get, but like. What you just said.
I'm just saying, like, I mean,
Well, why
like,
Dude, they're
why
gonna
did
get
Bill-
like 3 more frames out. It's gonna run at 33 frames per second.
But
They're
I
gonna
mean, but
advertise it.
but is it that fucking demanding to where you got to get all this extra perks and all that extra shit? Like, really? I mean, shit, for the 4, you know what I'm saying, it was easy to achieve it. So for you to have to get all this extra shit just to achieve that, like, I mean, that's not saying much
Is
to
that
me.
why Assassin's Creed runs like crap on the PlayStation 4?
It runs like crap on both. What are you talking about? I mean,
Actually, it's
come
quite
on.
fluent on the Xbox
No,
One
it's
compared to
not.
the
Yeah,
I
frame
played
rate
it.
drops are
No, it's
fluent
not.
according to Xbox. Okay, so it's
No,
it's
it's no. It's,
no,
it,
dude. They have a
it
lower
runs like
standard than you,
shit.
so they don't notice frame rate drops. It's
The
okay.
thing is, how you gonna fucking like take pride in shit? I mean, if the games run like shit, it runs like shit. No matter if it runs better on your platform or not. If it runs like shit, it runs like shit. Like that
It
don't make
runs
sense to
like
me.
it runs like slightly better, but it's not much better. It's
What
still
two?
runs like
Yeah.
ass.
What 2 extra fucking frames?
Yep.
I mean, come on with it. I
They're
mean,
literally
well,
clapping
hold
their
on.
hands
Hold
Well,
for
on.
in
2
some
FPS.
cases,
Hold on.
in
But
some
hold
cases,
on.
it becomes unplayable on a PS4 version.
Hold on. But y'all
I'm not
talk.
saying it's bug
Does
free.
it on
I'm
the
not saying
Xbox
there's no
version
issues
too?
with it.
But
All I'm
see-
saying is that it is slightly better on the Xbox One than the PS4. That doesn't mean that it's a piece of fucking art and that it should be put in the loo. Yeah, it's problems, but it is slightly better on the Xbox One than it is on the PS4.
Where I played the game on the
It's like shit
Xbox
on
One,
everything.
and it runs like shit. The fucking cutscenes run like shit. The game is a piece of shit. It's just like the fucking the Halo 5 beta. It runs, you know what I'm saying, runs like shit.
Yeah, dude,
Looks
get
like
out of here!
shit.
Oh my
Well,
god!
you and I
Oh.
cannot
Wow.
be friends.
Do you even know what beta even means? Like, come on.
Hold on, Dan.
Wait, let's look. No, let's
Dan,
look at no. The
Lost so
keyword.
much
The key.
respect.
Listen. It's like when someone tells me DayZ is a piece of shit.
Man,
Like,
fuck that shit. I want done
realize
talking. The
it
point
says
I was
beta.
making.
It says alpha. It doesn't mean the game's gonna like
The
work
fucking
completely.
point I was making when the fucking Xbox, you know what I'm saying, fans saw the fucking Uncharted alpha, pre-alpha, they fucking, oh, it don't look this, it don't look that.
The one
It's
cutscene
glitch.
that has like a glitch.
Yeah. So
Wow,
now,
they actually showed real gameplay. They didn't show a pre-recorded
Yeah.
cutscene. Good for them.
yeah, but I'm just saying, but they trashed it.
Game's
Somebody
not
didn't
even-
look good, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you know,
The
if
master
people want to talk
shit-
about something before it's even in like beta, then they're stupid.
Well, like I
tell
said,
them.
I played plenty of betas, and the beta's not too different from the fucking final game, like fucking Destiny, fucking Call of Duty, all those.
Well, the thing is,
Well, I don't know if you
let me
played the
point this out.
StarCraft host of the
Man, I'm
Warhound
not talking
beta.
about no fucking
Let me highlight.
You should really see like how
Batman,
different it was.
Let me get that big homie right quick.
Why?
The difference between the betas he played from like in Destiny and Titanfall is that we played those betas honestly 3 weeks before the games come out.
Damage
Whereas
control.
whereas Halo, the game isn't due until next fall. So that's like
fucking beta.
It's like a year away.
Well, they just said
Doesn't it come out this
pre-alpha or
fall
fucking
though?
alpha.
But doesn't it come out
What?
this fall?
Hold
You know,
on.
just-
Well, come out. Yeah,
Hold
well,
on,
come out.
Kids Move.
Yeah, well, it's January.
Yeah,
now,
so it's
yeah.
not a year.
Hold on.
No, yeah, but when we got it, it was like December. The game's probably not gonna come out until like November.
Well, a few days
Hold on.
before.
Hold on. Can I say
January.
something? Can I say something?
What's up?
I
Yep.
played Battlefield Hardline beta, you know what I'm saying? And it's pretty much the same shit, you know what I'm saying? It was running at 1080p, 60 frames per second, so that's pretty much the same fucking game. Like, I guarantee you, when that game come out in fucking March, it's gonna be the same as that fucking beta I played back in the summer in June. The same shit, and the same shit with the Master shit, with the Master Shit 5, whatever
The
fuck
Master
you wanna call it.
Queef collection.
No, Halo 5, that's gonna be the same shit. They probably up the resolution like maybe like about 80 fucking P's, you know what I mean? But it's
Big
gonna be the
homie,
same shit.
Big homie, why are you
ADV.
always so angry? It's
I'm
like
not
they,
angry.
It's like
Y'all-
they fed you.
no,
It's like they
no,
fed you
I get
gunpowder when you was a
tired of-
baby.
I get
Look.
tired
Hang
of
on,
hearing-
I've been trying to process what's just been said, and I'm sorry, but let's back that up. Are you telling me that a beta that's released many months before the game is due to be released, that is
It's
minute
unfinished.
portion,
This game
hang
isn't
on,
finished.
that is the minute
This alpha
portion
is not
of what the
finished.
could you please give me a moment? Which is just a
even
minute
finished,
fraction of
bro.
what the end game will be, is in your mind just going to be the exact same thing as what the full product that they have many months to finish development on will be. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm telling you, the same shit you seeing now is gonna be the same shit you're gonna get when it releases. It's gonna be at like a slightly higher resolution.
What's it
It's
gonna
not-
be?
It's gonna be like about 790 some p because it's at fucking 720p and the fucking frame rate is dropping out. So they
Big
not gonna
homie,
fucking get
put it in
1080p.
one word. Tell us what you all think Halo 5 is gonna be.
It's gonna be
It's
like
gonna be 1080p,
792.
60 frames. That's
No,
what
it's
it's
not.
gonna be. Yeah, it is.
No,
it's
I want to
not.
hear what Big Homie has to say. What do you think it's gonna
He's
be?
gonna say the worst
About
possible thing
782?
you think of.
I think we've heard enough.
It'd
I'd
be
rather buy
like
Yeah,
Purchase
you know what,
the video
Kids
game, to
Move,
be
put
honest
it in
with
your
you.
calendar. I want to come back and have this chat again when Halo
Please.
5 is released, just so I can sit back and go, I'm sorry, you were saying what 5 months ago?
Yeah,
Please.
we will do that.
Let's do that.
And we're gonna laugh at you when it's like at 1320 by 1080p.
No, I can promise you guys. I guarantee you guys in 2015 there will not be not one 792p game to show up on the Xbox One again.
Oh my
I can
God.
make
I don't
that
know.
bet.
You guys
I will
already
make
got
that
that
bet.
funky
I
resolution
will make
games. It's
that
only
bet.
gonna get worse, man.
I will make that bet. Why would it
Games
get
are-
worse?
Because games are getting more demanding. The Xbox
Exactly.
One's
And
not
the
like
Xbox-
getting
oh
any
my
more
God,
powerful.
Thank you,
guys-
Sad.
Oh my
Sad,
God.
Sad
Dude,
is saying
come
some real
on.
shit right now.
No, you can't be telling these people that the
guys are
Xbox
so-
One is gonna get magically more powerful. That's
You
just
guys,
ridiculous.
oh my! I'm sorry, you're an idiot in a box with no windows. You know, here's
Why? You don't have
That's
anything
that
to say?
basement with the closed
Answer-
blinds that we were talking about earlier.
Answer this question: when Xbox 360 came out in 2005, the games over time get better, look better, or they got worse.
Dude.
Sorry, what?
when the Xbox 360 came out, right in 2005, over the 8 to 10 years that it's been out, did the games get better or worse?
Let me ask you something.
And they became.
So,
Did they
I
come
wanna ask you.
more
I'm gonna ask
demanding
you
or
two
less
questions.
demanding?
Can I answer that
Can I ask-
question?
No, let me ask you
No,
two
'cause-
questions first.
No, answer
Are we
my question.
talking about
Don't
the
answer my
Xbox
question with a
360?
question. No, don't answer
Oh,
my
Jesus
question with
Okay,
a question.
anyway.
Just answer the question.
Let's see. The Xbox 360 games were in, if I believe
Dude,
correctly.
stop talking about versus. Did they look better
No,
or
no,
not,
listen,
man?
listen. Were they in 720p and 540p?
Dude, I don't know what the resolution was because I was.
Well, they were in
resolution back
They were
then.
in
So let-
720p and
Can you
540p.
answer the
And
question.
at the end of the console cycle, the games were in the same resolution.
Right, answer
and
the
more
question.
games looked worse at lower
Answer the
resolutions. I don't know what to
question.
tell you.
No, because you're not. No, you make no sense.
Kids move. Can
Look
I
at
answer
Halo
No, no,
3
you-
and then look at Halo 4.
Do you remember PBR3?
Look at Perfect Dark Zero and then look at Prey. Come on, man, please.
Prey?
Look at
Prey was a
Oblivion
demanding
and then look at Oblivion, then look at Skyrim.
Look
Did
at
games get better
so-
or worse?
so-
Look
let
at
me-
Gears of
but
War.
here,
Stop,
can I ask-
stop, look at Gears
no,
of War
let me
1.
ask you something
Stop for 1
first here.
second. Look at Gears of War 1 and look at Crisis 2. Look at the leap in graphic fidelity in just
But
7 years.
But what you're
ex-
going at, what you're picking
no,
on, is
no,
something
no,
totally different.
No, Sadman Dan, Sadman, let me hold on. Everybody be quiet. Sadman, you said to me that it's only going to get worse because games are going to get more
It's
demanding.
gonna get worse because games are gonna be more demanding,
so
which
the
means you can't run games at higher resolutions. You're gonna have to turn that stuff down.
So you're saying
You're not thinking logically.
you're not thinking logically. So you're saying
How
Microsoft
so?
and Sony make
If a
consoles
game-
that
if
just
a
only
game
can
gets
work
more
for 6
demanding, it
months?
needs
Like,
more
I don't.
power to run, and if you're not getting more power to run the games, don't you think games are gonna look worse?
No,
How so?
I'm saying so because
And I'm not meaning games are going to look worse. What I'm saying is that games are going to be running at lower resolutions. You like
but
seeing
how do you know?
40p,
Open up
720p,
an
you're gonna see that
open up an
more.
Xbox One and tell me describe every piece that's in it and describe
Okay, I'll
what
tell you
software,
exactly what's
firmware
in it. It has
updates
a
is
really-
bullshit, piece
it
of
has a
shit,
really
dog
nice-
shit, all
yeah.
types of shit in that motherfucker.
Pretty much.
All right.
At some point, are you
Just
all
a
going to stop
low-end
arguing with each other and
PC,
actually get
dude.
back on topic?
Yeah,
Nope.
please, I'm
It's
sorry.
a low-
Yeah.
Please, guys,
It was
please.
a low-end custom
Alright.
APU. Like,
All right,
what are you
great.
trying to tell people, man?
All right, no. You just gave me the all-time headache with the games. All right, so according to Sadman Dan, games are just gonna get worse and less. They're gonna get more demanding. They're gonna be.
The games are going to
they're
get
not
more
gonna look
demanding, and they're
They're
going
not
to
gonna
run
be
at
sub
lower
1080p.
resolutions.
And-
Yes, more games
yeah.
will be sub 1080p.
Yeah, Sad knows best. I can't wait to see the next batch of games to come out. I swear to God, every game that comes out, I'm gonna wipe my ass with it with your name on it, Sad. I swear to God. Like,
Why are you gonna wipe
Let's move
something with
on.
your ass with my name on it?
Let's
That's
move
really
on.
because
Let's move on.
you're an idiot.
Let's move on.
I'm an idiot.
Yes.
Let's move
Says the
on.
guy that thinks a console can get more powerful over its lifetime.
We have
Whoa, 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 whoa.
we have to go to the next subject. Kid
Alright.
Smooth.
All right. Does anybody else has? I already know what the big homie feels. His opinion is the same no matter what subject we talk about.
It's bullshit.
Sadman thinks he knows what the hell he's talking about, but he doesn't.
No, I think it's
Bella,
just a
did you
bunch
make
of
your
shit.
point? You said some
just-
meaningful
it's
things
just
that
all
made sense,
bullshit.
but it went out one ear of Sad and then out the other. And
Nobody asked my opinion, Kid Smooth. I'm very
Gaming's fucking
disappointed.
horrible, man.
E-Rock, what is your opinion on this?
And when I give my opinion, I want silence. Damn it. Now, everybody listen to me now and stop all this arguing and all of this foolishness. We can all agree to disagree, but at least let's give each other time to talk, especially since this nice young lady has come all the way from Australia to be a part of this podcast. Now,
Australia?
didn't you notice that? Sad, you are the most non-paying attentionist cat in history.
Non-paying. You mean unattentive?
There you go. Thank you very much. Now, folks, let me explain to you folks. Everybody knows that video gaming in general is a business of diminishing returns. Every year these developers are losing more and more money. Every year these console manufacturers are losing more and more money. They could have Sony and PlayStation put out the most powerful consoles in history, but it would have costed you, the consumer. It was you, the consumer. That
I think
wanted.
that's a load of horse shit.
Sad, are you going to let me finish? Now,
I think it's just a bunch of bullshit, bro.
I give you respect and I'll put you over. Now, I expect you to do the same for me. Can you do that? Now, we, the consumer, the developers, begged Sony to rush these systems, begged Sony to hurry up with these systems. Now, Kid Smooth, these systems are static. They are what they are. 8 gigabytes of RAM, whatever how many cores they are what they are.
Eight
Can
core
I finish?
APU.
Sad. Can I finish?
I'm helping you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I just want to help.
I give
It
you
has
respect.
ESRAM too.
Yeah, I give
Don't
you
forget
respect and love. Now, let me get my point across. What these two young gentlemen are saying, the PlayStation 4 hater and the PC debater, what they're saying has some ring of truth. But these consoles, Bella Rise, are static. So what's going to have to happen is we're not going to see worse-looking games. History has shown us as the consoles get older, the developers get better with figuring out what to do, the bells and whistles, how to do the coding. And so we're going to see better looking video games. We're going to see the resolutions stabilize. Are they going to be able to do amazing things? No, the console is not going to catch up with the PC. You, the consumer, have to stop expecting that. What you need to expect is for the next Call of Duty to be better than this one that came out this year. What you need to expect is the next Madden to be better than this one that came out this year.
Just pour 2K5 over.
That's what we need to expect, not to be coming out and having these graphic debates, because that's old right now. That's old.
Absolutely.
Look at the first batch of Xbox One games and then look at the graphic fidelity of, say, Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare is beautiful. Look at the graphic fidelity of Forza Horizon 2 versus the graphic fidelity of Forza 5. Forza Horizon 2, wipes
Forza
the
5.
Are you going to let me finish, Sad?
But that game looks really good, though.
But you're not letting me finish. Forza Horizon 2 wipes the floor graphically with Forza 5. This was within 1 year. Sad, if you don't let me
Forza
finish.
5 is a really good-looking game.
Sad, you know I love you. Sad, you know I love you, but you're getting me angry. You know it's hard.
That game runs at 60 frames a second, man.
But see, therein lies the question. The developer of Forza Horizon 2 lowered the resolution and got better graphic fidelity. They got 4 times multi-sampling anti-aliasing.
Just like
it's still a better looking game. What I'm saying is, folks, the graphics of these games will get better as the hardware gets older. That's always been the case. And if you want to argue that, you can go to the Google videos, you can go to the YouTube videos, you can go to the thousands of websites and do this research for yourself. Don't listen to us. Listen to Kid Smooth. Now let's get on to the next subject. The best bot. The best bot.
The best bot. Hashtag the best bot.
Yes.
Oh, I got a question for Bella before we go to the next. Would you consider yourself an X-bot?
No, I wouldn't. Only because I think that everybody has the right to game on whatever console or platform they want to. That everybody else's gaming needs are different. Somebody who is, that plays on PC, for example, do so because it suits the needs of the way that they want to game. Someone that plays on an Xbox over a PlayStation 4 plays on that console because it suits their needs and because the exclusives are more specific to the game style play that they have. So I don't consider myself to be an expert in that regard because I respect everybody's individual opinion when it comes to why they play their particular platform, and I believe that they have a right to do so. And it's all about enjoying the games. It's all about the experience that you get from playing on those games. It's not about whether you fit into the society's norm or what is the most popular console at the time being. It's your time, it's your life, it's your choice to game where you want and how you want.
Yes.
And you should do so in a way that makes you happy.
Yes.
It doesn't make others happy.
Yes.
So in that regard, no, I don't consider myself an expert.
Bella, I have a question for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
You said exclusives on the PlayStation 4. What games exactly? Because I don't...
Oh, that's got like a bunch of indies.
Indies?
Oh no!
What indies? I don't even...
But I
want
wanted
like
to
a bunch of games that
It's
we
funny
have.
to me. Hold on, but it's funny
Go
to
ahead.
me because I own both consoles and don't need both consoles are dry. But what you Xbox do, like what y'all do, y'all fucking just blow off this PS4 exclusive.
They say you got like all these indies or something.
Hold on. I have both systems, and they have about the equal amount of fucking exclusives. But what Xbox dudes do, they add their free-to-play games, they add their fucking indie games, and they fucking connect games. And then when they put that together, then it makes it look like the Xbox have one more games. But as far as games, the PS4 have way more fucking games than the fucking Xbox One. Plenty more, you know what I mean?
But doesn't the PS4 have more free-to-play games, though?
Hold on. See, y'all talk all this stuff about Xbox exclusives. Hold on. I'm gonna break it down for you. The only fucking exclusives fucking Microsoft got is the fucking launch titles. Then after that, they came with fucking Titanfall. Then after Titanfall, it was Forza, and then it was fucking Sunset Overdrive. Where's all these fucking mysterious fucking great games at?
Project Spark isn't an exclusive.
Man, no, that's a fucking free to play.
Connect Sports Rivals.
So because it's free to
No,
play,
that's a
doesn't make it an
fucking.
exclusive.
That's the same. Dude, Connect Sports.
Are you saying that because it's
Connect
fun?
That game costed $59.99. Man, you can get it in the store. You can get it anywhere. It's
Okay,
it's
then
$60
Why would
game.
anybody pay that much for that?
Hold on.
Because it's
Okay.
1080p.
I can add,
Wow.
hold on.
Still
I can add
shit.
Fucking Guilty
It's
Gear.
just shit in
There's a lot of
1080p.
fucking games that fucking that Sony has that y'all don't fucking acknowledge, like fucking Guilty Gear. That's a
Dude,
fucking
I feel like
exclusive.
you've come in
That
here
costs
in a bad
$59.99.
Oh, yeah.
No, because it's funny how y'all always only have indies. Like, what the fuck do
No.
like? Hold on.
Hey, I
Sony
didn't
has
say
more
they only
free-to-play
had
games,
indies. You were now
though.
spinning my words. I said, oh, well, they do have a bunch of
Okay.
indies. And you know the reason why I can't rattle off what the PS4 exclusives are? Because I don't play PS4. Now, if it was vice versa and I played on PS4, I probably couldn't give a shit or tell you what exclusives are on the Xbox One. And that is the only reason why I can't rattle those names off.
I don't know. I
It
play on
doesn't mean
PC
that I
and I
don't
want to
respect
play
the console,
Forza.
that I
I
don't
like those
respect
games.
the network, and that I don't think that it's a great machine. Because I do think that
I pay
it's a great
attention to all
machine.
the
Well,
games.
Hey,
I
Kid
do think
Smooth.
that it's a great
okay.
service.
What's
Okay.
going on here?
Hold
Hey,
on.
Kid. Where's Kid
Hold on.
at?
Hold on. I
I'm
got
right
something to
here.
say.
Oh, go ahead,
Like,
big homie.
I don't own a fucking Wii U, so therefore I don't even talk about the Wii U because I have no experience with it. So I can't tell you about their games, about their fucking exclusives. So I don't talk about it. If y'all talk about the Wii U, I will stay out of it because I don't own a fucking Wii U. And with the Xbox community, they talk so much about the fucking PlayStation, but they don't even fucking own a fucking PlayStation. Like they never play any of the fucking games. So like, how
And did
can
I
you?
talk any shit about the PlayStation? No, I didn't. I just went
I'm
through a
I'm
whole
not talking about you.
just
section where I
had a
said
bunch
that I
of
think
indies.
it's a
You're
great
taking it
machine.
personal.
That
I'm
was
not
really
talking about you.
vague.
I'm just speaking in general.
All right, so hold on. All right, so
She
you
just
guys
said it had
went
indies
off
and laughed.
completely where I was actually going with this. All right, so first of all, I want to say, Bella, that was such an inspirational answer to
Yes,
my.
it was.
Oh my God, I was in tears until they broke the moment. It's like breaking my high for a moment. But the other thing is that the name the Xbot name, a long ago that name used to offend me, and I just with the name, and I had to think about it. I was like, you know what? That's actually not that bad of a name. I actually thought it was pretty cool. So that's when I say when I say I'm the best bot or an Xbot or anything like that, it doesn't mean
You are the best
I'm just
corporate
an X.
drone. Is that what you're saying?
No, actually, it doesn't mean that at all. No, I just like the name. I like the
Best
name that you guys gave me. I take it. I wear it proudly. It's an awesome name, Bot.
It's the same,
you-
right? Right, it's the same with the
How do you
pony.
take being called a fanboy? Like,
No,
why would
but
you be proud of that?
but I
I'm
don't
doing
call
'cause-
like I don't call diehard Xbox fanboys Xbox. I'm saying the diehard ones. I call them Xcots.
I like calling
because-
them X-twat.
You know what I mean?
Most of them
Yeah,
twats.
but the thing is, I think the X cock and X twat is a little bit more on the offensive
the perfect
end,
name.
which is cool. But you guys overused Xbot that it became so kind of common. So I took the name and stuck with it. Doesn't mean I hate all consoles and stuff like that. Like I said, my PlayStation 4 comes on February 20th with the order, so that's when I get that. And I was gonna get a Wii U, honestly, until
You
rumors
probably
of
should
the-
get that Wii U, man.
No. I was gonna get a Wii U until rumors of another Wii U coming in 2016, which kind
know
of
how much you
I
get
don't
a
want to
Wii
buy
U?
a Wii and then have to buy the next generation one
Bro,
that's gonna be much better the next year.
Bro, do you even
So-
Super Smash Brothers?
Yes, I know. Let me
Do you
finish.
even
dude.
into
Sad,
backwards
sad.
capability?
You just ruined.
Do you
just
even
ruined,
into
just ruined-
$200 next gen console?
You just ruined Kid
Jesus
Smooth's
Christ, dude,
segue.
you've got to learn to shut up.
Yeah, you just ruined Kid
I'm
Smooth segue.
Yeah,
Blam, blam.
I'm lost. All right,
Bang,
so
bang.
The
I'm
the
not-
Wii U too.
I decided I'm not going to get the Wii U because now I'm under the impression there's going to be a new Nintendo console next year.
Yes.
And there would be no point of investing if I'm only going to get a good year out of it before the next one comes out, before they start to abandon this one. So the thing is that, when I say I'm the best bot, I'm just I don't know, I just saying I'm pretty good. I'm pretty damn good. I just happen to be a bot.
Very
you
good.
the
Ain't it wonderful?
Are you the best bot? And we need to know. All of us need to know.
Why am I the best bot?
Why are you the best bot?
He damage controls a lot. I mean,
Actually, I don't damage control at all. I don't
There's
think.
a couple
I
of
think
guys that I think do a much
I've never seen a
better
more
job damage
a
controlling.
group of ungrateful jabronis in my life. Kid Smooth is the best bot because he gives a voice to you. What other Xbox YouTubers let PlayStation 4 guys come on his podcast and badmouth the Xbox?
Well, wait, listen. Erock. Some YouTubers may come and see this podcast and may never let a or a PC guy come here because look how the hell this shit ends up. But the thing is, I do want to point out. I know Bella said there's a lot of indies on the PS4. She knows of a lot of indies on the PS4. Now, what I want to say is about indies, because a lot of the thing is, every time like a Xbox person like myself praise an indie, I get criticized for saying, "Oh, why are you praising an indie? I thought you hate indies," and that's because I like Xbox. They assume I hate indies, which I don't know why. But the thing is, I have a lot of appreciation for indie developers and indie games. And the reason why I got a lot of appreciation for indie developers, not only because our AAAs are turning out to be shit nowadays, is that because some of these indie developers are making these games right out of their bathrooms, right out of their bedrooms, and just coming up with ideas that AAA people are afraid to implement in this game because they are afraid it won't sell. Where, like, indie developer can make something, you know, that I've been waiting to play, and I'm like, oh crap, you know, this is on a smaller budget and everything, but it's like it brings me back to the days like I used to do music, and I still do it to a certain extent, but I used to do it like a lot, like make a mixtape and try to go out and sell it, you know what I mean? But and I feel like that's how indie developers are, like, you know, they're working in their studio or on their computer putting this game together, and now they're out trying to get that game out, trying to get the right person to see it. Like for me, I was trying to get like a record label to see it or somebody big in the industry to see my mixtape, whereas these guys are trying to get in contact with ID at Xbox, or they're trying to get in contact with like an IGN to get exposure and stuff like that. So I had I backed off on my like PlayStation 4, got nothing but indies things, not because it's I used to say I hate 8-bit indies. I didn't have a problem with indies, but 8-bits. And then, of course, I ran into one that was pretty freaking amazing. I was like, you know what, let me back off this indie thing, because I got to meet a few of these developers and know where they come from and seeing what they're trying to do, and I had nothing but to do is respect their grind and just look forward to what some of these guys are putting out. And I think other people should do too. Like And just to point out one thing, a lot of people don't understand. The reason why the PS4 got a lot of these indies, and this is why I want to clear this up, is that on the Xbox 360 they used to allow you to use develop games with XNA, and they stopped that for the Xbox One, and a lot of these indie dudes felt stabbed in the back because of it. And so with PlayStation seeing that as an opportunity, they was like, we'll take anything, you know. That was very smart. And so what happened was a lot of people, and I don't feel bad for the indie guys to say, you know what, I'm not working on Xbox because they don't allow XNAs. They need to make some money. They need to they still got to put out a product. You know, if somebody stops like your line of work, you got to go to the next person that allows it. So they went to Sony, who allows it, and now the problem is that with that, because Sony doesn't, we all know, and this is not a jab at Sony or the PlayStation brand, is that they're not investing a lot into like AAA games, or they don't have a lot of funding for AAA games where they're going to be putting out a lot. And as we've seen was a prime example with this year. We know they got some things coming in 2015, but in 2014 it was lackluster. Then that's just being nice. But so they opened the door for indies, and now the thing is that they're being flooded. It's kind of oversaturated with just any type of games, and it's not a problem, but to some gamers don't like it, and some do. But that's the reason why that happened. It wasn't because Xbox had a strict policy or anything like that. It's just that they didn't want to do the XNAs, and there's still other programs such as like Unity and stuff like that you can use.
On XNA though.
Yeah, like, there was a lot.
Dishwasher.
But the thing is, get like
Dishwasher was the shit, man. That was a good game.
But the thing is now PlayStation don't really have like a quality control that can come up. Like, you know, it's like datpiff.com. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about when I say datpiff.com. It's like I can go up there and put my mixtape. My mixtape can be just garbage. I could be rapping off beat and everything. As long as I got a mixtape, I got an account with them. I'm gonna upload it there so everybody can listen to it, and I can find. I'm looking for like a Drake album or something like that, and then I get flooded with all sorts of mixtapes. So that's what the PlayStation store is. It's full of independent guys.
I don't know. Have you looked at the list? Have you seen this list that I'm looking at?
But Kids, like, how can you sit up there and say that there's no QA or
there's a lot of really good games.
What's that mean?
Or they not good
quality?
No, like, how can you say that?
No, wait, Big Homie, I can't hear you.
Like, how can you say that the indies that's on the PS4 are not good quality? Like,
no, I didn't say that they weren't good quality. Is that they have so many of them that they're not that like I'm pretty sure there's quality indies. I played some of the multi-plot quality indies that's available on the
I think that's a good idea.
I think what Kid Smooth is trying to get at
Is that-
is that like when you have no control of your indies, you get a bunch of dumb shit like back massager for your controller.
I mean, well, I'm gonna keep it real. Like me personally,
Dude, you can go look into the indie marketplace on Xbox and you'll just see like just a bunch of dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't play.
360 was real bad. Yeah. But guys, let me
Go ahead.
go ahead. Let me speak about these indies. And then we can get on Nintendo because we only have but so much time for this show. Me personally, I, as a huge Xbox fan and an Xbox supporter, I'm going to go out of character for a minute because I need to get this out there. I've really been beginning to change my mind about these indies because of some of the indies I came across last year that I mentioned in the last podcast, like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which was an indie game that just knocked me on my ass. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. I think with these AAA games beginning to let us down, with these big name sports titles, with games like Assassin's Creed letting us down, these indie developers have an excellent chance now to change the mindset of all of us out there who thought that these independent games weren't relevant. Well, guess what? They are relevant. They're getting better. They're getting more creative. And it seems like these independent developers for ID Xbox and over at Sony's camp, these guys are trying to make some great games that are fun to play. They're intelligent. They've got good graphics and great gameplay mechanics, and we need to support these guys. So I think a tide's kind of turning. I don't know if we're going to see less AAAs and more independent games. Maybe we need to reclassify what an indie is, because in the next couple of years, we aren't even going to know what an indie is. That's how good the quality of these games are getting.
It's kind of like the music industry in the last few years has been.
Oh, the music industry is dead, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Sucks.
like you got all the good stuff coming from indie music makers.
Yeah. So we have speaking of indies, I just want to give a quick break. I'm going to go over this at the end of the show too as well. Guys, if you don't know, tune in next Saturday, January 10th. We will have Micah. I'll be interviewing him. We're going to be talking a lot about the game iDarb, which is another indie, which is actually an 8-bit that actually like tripped me out. Like, oh my god, this is good. So I'm pretty sure you guys heard the game iDarb. If you haven't, they also worked on some other games, but he's going to be talking a lot about that game. And if you haven't seen any of it, check some of my videos. I'll probably throw some links in the comments so you can see my review of the game, because I got early access to the game. Lucky me! And then I got my announcement video, which I show some more gameplay of the game iDarb. And then also on January 24th, we got my man Jay from Drop Dead Interactive. He'll be talking about his new game that's coming in the spring. Let me not say the spring, because there's no actual lock release date yet, but we're looking at maybe quarter 2 2015. But the game is called Gear Gauntlet. You should YouTube it or look at my last video I just did of my announcement video of that, which I'm showing gameplay, some pre-alpha gameplay of Gear Gauntlet. So we'll get some updates on that too, and that's taking place on January 24th. And E-Rock, did you have anything to say? Because I came cutting in.
Oh no, man! You got to put that show over next week, because that show is huge.
Yeah.
The news was leaked earlier this week or last week that Nintendo is actually working on another next generation console, a successor to the Wii U, and of course it's going to have all the high-powered specs we're all expecting from a next generation console. And I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts on this, because this could be a game changer for Nintendo. Not that Nintendo needs.
Where'd you pull that from? Was that from one of the AMD executives talking about working on a couple of platforms?
That article, and
I know they're working on an ARM Cortex APU, and then I know they're also working on a different APU.
Well, I got a question.
But I mean, I don't know. I know there's a new game. I know there's a new. Well, I said it almost like.
Well, I got a question about that.
No, but I know there's going to be a new 3DS coming out. I know that.
I don't know too
Okay.
much about it, but I got a question. Like, is it gonna be like the same situation far as with the Wii U? It was just a little bit. No, no, I'm just saying like because when the Wii U came out, it was just a little bit more powerful than the current console. So
Yeah.
is it gonna be the same
And
situation where it's gonna be like
that
competing with the
Man, if
Xbox One and
that's what
PS4, or
happens.
is it gonna be like the next level of
I'm
no,
going to
console?
take an educated guess and say if Nintendo was smart. First of all, this is a risky move for them because they're alienating everybody out there that bought a Wii U. But
Right,
they just can't sit on the fences and sit and watch PlayStation 4
right,
and Xbox One get all of these multi-platform
right.
games.
Because it's
They
like they're a
cannot
generation behind.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
they cannot do that and stay viable. So if Nintendo is doing this, if these rumors are true that we've seen on YouTube and we've heard from AMD about this new processor they're developing, this is going to be a game changer. Not that Nintendo needed any more money, but they needed to stay viable. They needed to stay a competitor in this business. So I mean, if you're a Nintendo fan, this is huge news that you're finally going to get the Zelda that you wanted in a couple of years. You're
But
finally
it,
going to get the
all right.
Mario that you wanted
right,
in
but
a
is it
couple
gonna
of
be like a
years.
true next gen, like
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
next
is it gonna be
generation?
like?
So this is my thoughts on it, and because I felt that way when I was when the Wii came out, and I was like, oh wow, Nintendo's gonna be first out the gate with the Wii U, but the Wii U was kind of really in comparison. It wasn't like an
Right,
Xbox One PS4 thing. It was an
exactly.
Xbox 360 PS3 thing, and
Right.
I personally believe it's gonna be like the Wii Me. And it's going to be comparable to the PS4 and Xbox One is somewhere onto that line. I don't think it's going to be a leap forward to
Hmm.
compete with the Xbox whatever and the PlayStation 5 or anything like that. I don't even think it's going to. I think
Man,
it's
that'd
just
be a
going to be onto
disaster
this
if
level.
that happened, wouldn't it?
That's a
Well,
waste of
because
time.
Nintendo isn't smart. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of innovation. They're just not smart.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
a
don't
waste of
think they're
time.
gonna.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think they're gonna
I
do it.
think some of the last things they've done have been pretty smart, like releasing those amiibos. You can't buy them, man. Everyone's buying them up.
Oh, those little
They gotta be
toys.
making money. Yeah, they gotta be making
Well,
money
you
off
know,
the bullshit.
Nintendo's a toy company. That's where the thing really
Yeah.
kind of started, man. Like I don't.
Well, they started off
I'm
as like a
surprised.
like game card, like they made like decks of cards and stuff.
Bella Raz, are you still out there?
I am.
You haven't left yet. Good for you. What are your
No,
thoughts on?
no, I
what do
haven't left yet.
yeah. What? I mean, my God, all this yelling and screaming, y'all scared the lady away. What do you figure the chance of the Nintendo coming out with a new, more powerful console in the next couple of years?
I think that is a massive, massive call for them to say that they're going to finally come out with something that can be competitive with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. To me, it sounds like I think that there's probably a lot of propaganda surrounding that because for them to put that kind of money in developing a system that would be able to stand up against the PS4 and the Xbox One would
Mhm.
need to mean that they would have to have the games
Mm-hmm.
available for people to buy them for them
Yes.
to justify the outlay on the actual machinery itself plus the development of it and all the overheads that they have for putting that together.
Mhm.
So I mean, for example, this year Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is the first time in a long time that it didn't launch on the Wii.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't get a version of that on the Wii U, and I think that's because a lot of these developers are just sort of looking at it now and going, well, the market isn't there for it. People aren't playing these games on the Wii U. We're not going to worry about splitting our development team up further so that they can apply time to putting together a game for the Wii U. So, either this means that we're about to see a major shift again
Mm-hmm.
in what games are available on Nintendo and maybe even some more exclusives. So, like, it could be, a huge, big shock as to what is going to come out of the woodworks. But I think that there's a lot of propaganda surrounding that because I don't see how they could possibly have the resources available to them where they're putting all of this time and money in developing a machine that will stand up against the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 when they haven't been concerned about that for so many years.
Wow.
Yeah, and we all know what happened to Sega when they did that. There were so many Segas coming out within 3 years. It's like, what the hell? So, like I was lost. Like I had the Sega, then
The 32X.
CD, Sega Saturn. Then I'm like, wait. Which one is new? Is it this one or that one?
No,
And
it's
then
the Dreamcast.
and
Yeah,
then the best one that came out, unfortunately, was the Death one, man. Which was
The Dreamcast.
Dreamcast, yeah, that was the best. Yeah.
Windows integration. It was pretty baller.
Wow. So, Kid Smooth, what we got to get to next is 2015 is here. It snuck up on us. Everybody survived. Sad had a great date. Big homie is more angry than ever. Ella Rise, she survived the kangaroo apocalypse, and we all survived the end of 2014. Has anybody out there on this panel have a game in 2015? Is here now. Do any of you have a game that you're looking forward to most of all?
After playing.
Scalebound.
Oh, she said Scale. Oh yeah,
Whoa.
Scalebound.
Whoa. GTA 5, it's coming in like
Mine's
24 days.
Mine's is The Order.
The Order. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys two. I'm gonna give you two. And these are two that I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another one that pops up. But after playing that Halo 5 beta, Halo 5 is on my list, and my closet game, which I've been in the closet with, is The Order 1886. So I I can't wait until The
Kids
Order.
Move, are you a closet PlayStation fanboy?
No. It's just that
He's in the closet.
He's coming home.
Buy a PlayStation
He's coming home.
4?
No, I've
Like-
been excited for that game for a long time, and here's the thing. Here's what people don't understand, right? Is that there's a lot of games that came out that I like that maybe other people won't like. And the thing is, I can look at the game and I'm like, and read about the game and tell you what other people said about the game. I'm like, well, damn, I hope it doesn't suck. Or I'll tell you, well, it says this and that third, and people will take it from me saying is that it's going to be a bad game. I don't think I've ever said The Order is going to be bad, but from what it looks like it's going to be one of those things where you're like, man, did they really do that? But the thing is, I still can't keep from I want to buy it and I want to play it. I want to play it and enjoy it. Now, if the game sucks, hear me out. If the game sucks, it gives me every right to dissect and disrespect the game and the play.
That's real. No, that's real. No, that's
does.
real talk. Like
But
I can respect that.
I think it's going to be pretty rough for that game.
Yeah, I'm not buying the game just so I can do it. What people don't understand is I'm a big Gears of War fan, and when I first seen The Order, the first thing I thought was Gears of War, and now that I got to see more of it, it's still not but I think it'll just get me to a point where it's like, okay, it's something different. I want to play it. I want to try it out. It looks interesting. If it sucks, I'll let you guys know, and if there's nothing else to interest me on that PlayStation 4, I might have to sell it, but I am getting a PlayStation 4 next month, and I am getting The Order next month with it. So The Order and Halo 5 were the ones I was really looking forward to 2015. But there's more games that's going to be announced, and I think in like March, that I believe, and I'm pretty sure my list will grow. But
Ain't it wonderful?
I got a PlayStation, bro.
I know I got like about 5 or 6 or 7 games on the PS4 like before the E3 hit, like that I'm looking forward to. So I mean, it's it's a beautiful thing on the PS4 right now. You got like good big games coming out.
That's because the big homie is looking forward to every game that's coming out on PlayStation 4.
He wants one of them to be good so he can laugh at you.
I'm just saying, you got The Order, you got, what I'm saying, Bloodborne, you got MLB The Show, you got Persona, you know what I mean?
Well, if you're going to include MLB The Show, you might as well be excited for the next 10 years until they stop making baseball games.
I'm just saying, like, it's just so much to choose from. But, I mean, on the Xbox side, I mean, there's, like, a lot of indies to choose from, you know what I mean? Like, Stream.
Oh, you saw how you reversed that.
They got iGarbury. That's an indie.
Right, I'm saying, but it's a lot of indies to look forward to on the Xbox. So I mean, it's gonna be a good year. You know what I mean?
Bella, I don't know if you've been checking out the comment section, but you got some people that Jabari asks, "Are you single?" He loved your accent, and then Yomo Flow says, "I love you, Bella." Something like that.
I love you too, Yomo.
Yeah. So
He's a good friend of mine.
yeah. Yomo is crazy. I don't know if I'm pretty sure you game with him, but do not let him be on the losing side, yo. His rants are crazy. They say my rants are bad, but
yeah, Kid Smooth, you went through a thing on on Darian podcast, bro.
Oh yeah. We can forget about that. I was going through the motions. I was in my feels, as they like to say. But the one thing E-Rock brought up, and it's actually been bugging me too, and you might agree, some of you guys, we all play sports games. These annual sports games, they need to stop? That's what something E-Rock brought up, is
Kid
should
Smooth.
we end this?
I've been waiting to speak on this all
Yes,
evening.
I
And
agree.
Belarus, once again, thank you for being so patient as we bickered and argued and the PC dude attacked you. You've been really
You
cool
all
all
suck.
night.
Just
Let
come
me
out with a season pass,
let
so
me
the
let
next
me
year
let
you
me
can get
let,
a,
let, let
upgrade
me
of the
t-
roster.
let me
You know
tell
what I
you
mean?
guys the experience I just had with a storied, legendary franchise called Madden NFL. While you guys blinked over the new year, Xbox Live, I don't know if they did it on the PSN network, but Xbox Live and EA gave you a little few-day trial of the latest Madden
Well, you know
15.
why? You know
And it
why?
looked great. It played great, but there's still after all of these years and now on this new 6 times more powerful than the 360 and PS4 hardware, still the same mistakes are being made by not EA, the developer Tiburon. Why is it? Why is it that still in 2015 we have no cheerleaders on the sideline?
But you want to know why?
Why is it that I try to get 1st and 10 and I get tackled by my own linemen? Why is it that this game is still flawed
I'm gonna tell
years
you
and
why.
years it's been in
Where are
development?
the
I'm gonna
dynamic
tell. Hold on, hold
sidelines
on,
that they
hold
were
on, hold on, E-Rock,
advertising a
E-Rock,
year ago?
E-Rock. I'm gonna tell you why. Because EA know that all the Xbox fans is gonna buy Madden regardless, just like Call of Duty. You know
Is
what I
that what it
mean?
is, big homie?
Yes,
Yes,
you
you know what I'm
try
saying?
to.
Like they guaranteed to sell every year. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean that's a package. Madden and Call of Duty, Mountain Dew and Doritos
Holy
and
mackerel.
Xbox. You know what
Ain't it
I mean?
wonderful? Ain't it
That is
wonderful?
right. That's the perfect
Oh, you
combination.
got
Oh
blazed.
my goodness. But
Hey,
anyway, I was so disappointed because Electronic Arts, why don't you do this? Why don't you just build an engine where you can do minor upgrades and roster changes once a year instead of charging the audience $60 every year? Why don't you
They
do us
do
that
that.
favor? You
They
know,
do that though. That's what they do. Except they charge us $60 a year.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
No, but real talk is like that with all sports games, like the
But they
NBA
need to
games. It's the
stop it
same shit
because
every
like
year.
I'm
It's just
tired.
they just
I'm
update
tired
it.
of when I play like NBA 2K or like FIFA Ultimate Team, and like I finally get a really good Ultimate Team, and then by the time I get the players, I want, oh, a new one came out.
yeah,
Game doesn't matter anymore.
these sports games are like expensive as updates. Like I don't know if any of you guys seen my video in the past. I did a video called Madden should be replaced with an annual app or an app that's updated annually. You know what I mean? Like I've
They should
I've
they
been on the thing is
should
that
support
because
the game.
Be
the
free to
most
play or some shit.
yeah, free to play. I don't even care if I have to pay like a small fee.
Yeah.
Like EA Access honestly should just turn into a app that you have your sports games on, and that every season over you get an update or live updates. You know, a trade is made, bam, automatically it updates for you. Or like, cause they don't put enough changes or anything like that to warrant a new game. You know what I mean? Even though we're gonna
Yeah.
buy it regardless, it makes no sense.
But
Some
they
of
can
us,
patch that stuff and
yeah, it's like it doesn't like I've been for like stopping annual sports games because I don't think it's needed. I mean, I don't care if I have to pay. I'll do an app or not an app but a game, some sort of what you would call it,
you know what they should
something.
do? They
Uh,
should do what they did with games like Dota and Team Fortress 2 and just make the game free to play and update it so often, and then
yeah.
like you use money that you collect during the game or whatever, and then you can buy like uniforms and other dumb
Kid,
shit.
Kid Smooth, are you still out there, Kid Smooth?
Yep.
I was so disappointed in Madden 15. I
Yep.
tell you, Bella, you're so lucky you don't play football games. Electronic Arts, I know you're out there, Electronic
Hey,
Arts, and I
Iraq,
know you hear me.
how
Yeah, what's
many,
that?
what team do you play with?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
How many times did you stick LaShawn McCoy up Evan Mathis's ass?
Almost every play. Electronic Arts, I have a
Man.
dream that when I take my team to some new places to not see coaches with zombie faces. Damn it, I have a dream, Electronic Arts.
Well, some
Get
of the
that game
faces they
together.
can't get. I'll give them
Speaking
that
of
pass.
football games, I just got another copy of ESPN 2K5.
That was a great game.
And I was taken back. I couldn't believe like how playable this game still is, and
Yeah.
I couldn't believe like how great the controls are, even, like 10 years after.
That
That's
was a
I
why
great
mean, like
game.
when you
that's why EA
you
did
guys,
that bullshit with the licenses. You
You
know
know,
what
it's
I mean?
funny too. You know that thing. You know that like thing that EA was saying. Like I remember like a year ago for Madden 25, they were talking about like lively sidelines. Like like if you ran your player like into the sideline, guys and stuff would like move out of the way
It
because
didn't happen.
yeah. But you know what? On ESPN 2K5, it does that. It seems like
10
all
years
the
ago.
features, yeah, all these features that they were promising everybody and showing these pre-rendered videos of for Madden 25, I get all, well, I mean, minus the graphics and, decent frame rate, I get it on a game that was made 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I'm still surprised and in awe what games like 2K5 did like years ago that some of the games here don't do. Like, but what I would say for like even like Iraq, you say you don't like Madden. I thought this Madden because I've been on a Madden ban for like a good 5 years, and this was the first Madden I bought since I think Madden, I think '08 or maybe '09 or something like that. And actually, I did enjoy it. It was short-lived, but I did enjoy it. I do like it a lot better than in previous Maddens. But but after a while, you notice some of the things they didn't change. They take one feature out and put in another old feature that they had. They just
Unbelievable.
recycle
You know what I
everything.
like? Well, they do that with all their sports games. It's like they have to justify selling the game for $60 again. But you know what I'd like to see with these two publisher companies? I'd love to see EA and 2K just, flip-flop baseball and football. 2K made the good football games, and EA made the good baseball games. Like
Yeah,
ESPN
yeah,
played
MVP. I remember
2005.
that.
Yeah, that game was fantastic.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
best baseball game
MVP
actually.
with baseball, yeah.
Yeah.
That game is still good.
No,
I'll get it again. I'll go
the
buy it.
big homie, you might, I don't think me and you got to talk about this. But a lot of us, there's a lot of you guys who are watching who probably asking why we even play this game, and some of you don't even got it. But NBA Live 15, with me and Big Homie advocated that this game to us seemed better. We enjoyed it more than we liked 2K15. It was NBA Live 15. But they
Yeah,
did this.
ESPN presentation.
I don't know
Man, kid,
what they
the
were
update.
thinking.
Oh
They
my
they gave us
goodness.
3 GB update that made the game make no sense whatsoever. Before the update, you used to be able to follow the shot meter and would be able to work it and manipulate it and master it. So you can, all right, not to take a shot here, but I can take this shot because I'm open and whatnot. And I can release because on my meter, it tells me I'm able to shoot. I guess
Did they
somebody
turn the game into 2K?
listen. I guess some 2K fan complained to one of the developers. They got a little sensitive and they did this update that just broke the system.
Yeah, killed
You
it.
can be wide open and the game will tell you a great release and you will miss it unless
I
you're
missed-
going for
right.
a layup.
Oh no.
I missed a free throw on a great release.
On a great release. Yeah,
Oh, no.
I missed a game-winning free throw on a great release. And the Rising Star mode is so bad to the point where in 3 quarters, listen to this, in 3 quarters, I have 25 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, and 1 foul.
Wow.
The end of the quarter, guess what happens, right? They sub me out the game. I don't come back in. I lose the game. Why don't I come in? I'm not a bench player. I'm a star. I don't come back in the 4th quarter, and I just did all that. I'm the highest scoring, highest assists, and I'm not in foul trouble, but they don't put me back in the game and force me to lose a playoff game. I'm
Maybe your player got into a virtual like headbutting with the coach or something.
He got hacked by North Korea once again.
no, it made no sense.
Miss Bellarise, you don't play these sports games, do you, Bellarise?
Not a great deal. I mean,
You're smarter than all of us. You see?
the most recent sports game that I think I played was WWE 14. I was
That's
gonna
actually
get
a good
this
game.
year's UFC,
Mhm.
but just haven't gotten around to it yet. But I am keen to get that, and I will get that one.
So what games are you playing, Bella?
Oh, look, as far as sports goes, as close as I get to at the moment is the uplink mode in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's kind of a little bit like Quidditch. It's fantastic.
Awesome. And what else are you playing right now, my dear? Because we haven't even got around to asking you any questions. This podcast is going on too long. But what games are you playing right now, my dear?
Yeah. What's your favorite genre? You know what I mean?
Well, no, obviously I'm big on Advanced Warfare. I'm a big Call of Duty fan.
Yes.
I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recently picked up Far Cry 4. obviously got into the release games, Dead Rising 3 and Forza Horizon 5. The Master Chief Collection, played a fair bit of that. What else?
No Dragon Age?
No, I haven't played that yet. I'm more game online with friends. I think I get more enjoyment out of gaming with my friends than I do just sitting at home gaming by myself.
Yeah.
Miss Roz, are you impressed as I was? I stopped playing Call of Duty a long time ago. The last Call of Duty I played was Call of Duty Black Ops, and I was disappointed. This Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, guys, I don't know if you played it, but Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Now.
I thought it was a Titanfall ripoff. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, a lot of people came out with that, the whole, they're making it too much like Halo, they're ripping off Titanfall. And this is before the game even got launched. All they had was these little snippets of these previews that they were getting of the game, and they were prejudging it, as gamers always do. No one ever sits back and goes, oh, I'll wait and see what the actual final product is, and I'll have a look and make my actual own mind up over things. No, they just regurgitate whatever they're told and whatever they see on YouTube. But the game itself is fantastic, and I recently described it as being able to reinvigorate the passion of the Call of Duty franchise.
Yes.
Those who had lost their way in the Call of Duty franchise. I mean, Ghosts, that's where Call of Duty took a big hit. And then, there's a small portion of the community out there that think that Call of Duty Ghosts was fantastic. I, for one, think that the campaign was brilliant. It was very engaging. It got you sucked in emotionally. And I've played the campaign through from start to finish on both the 360 and the Xbox One, because obviously Ghosts came out just before the release of the Xbox One. But I think that as far as Sledgehammer really being handed like this massive pair of shoes to fill and go, here you go, step up after that. This is what you have to follow. They didn't have to just do better than Ghosts. They had to step it up so much that it made up
They
for
had
Ghosts,
it so
and they've done
easy from Ghosts.
It
Ghosts
remind
was
me-
such a bad game.
No,
It
they
reminds me of
could've
Black Ops 2,
They
though.
could have
Like,
released a game that was a little bit better than Ghosts, and everybody would have been like, oh, well, this is better
everybody
than
would be
Ghosts.
like happy as
They
they are
didn't
now.
have to
And
just
that's
do that, though.
exactly
to
what
bring
happened.
everybody's passion back into the franchise,
They
had to
added
step it up so
verticality.
much.
They still
Yeah.
don't
It
have
really
dedicated
made a
servers,
massive
so the
difference.
game's
Okay.
still garbage.
It got a Black Ops feel
What's
to
your
it to
opinion
me.
on it? By all means.
Who, me?
Yeah. Well,
Have you-
I think it's a game that's added some, modernization, like with some drops and whatnot, I think is nice.
Sad, have you actually played it? Sad.
I logged 26 hours on it in 2
Respect,
days.
okay. Respect,
And-
respect.
I posted a 1.41 kill death ratio, so you can't say I suck. Anyway,
Yeah, you suck.
For those of you
anyway,
for those of you who are on the fence about Advanced Warfare, get off of the fence.
I will say
Oh,
this.
yeah, please.
It was refreshing playing, from like Black Ops 2 and Ghost, but again, those games were really bad.
No, not
And
Black
I think
Ops
what
2.
happened was
Uh-oh.
Black Ops 2 was the beginning of the
Man,
garbage.
no, it wasn't. That was
Yes,
my
it
shit
was.
right there.
You had
Tripping.
wide open maps where you could get shot from anywhere.
I
That's
loved it.
bad. And then Ghost was the same thing, except the maps were bigger.
Well, Ghost was horrible. It was
Oh,
like
Ghost was the same thing as Black Ops 2, with
No,
just bigger
no,
maps.
it wasn't.
Terrible game.
they was different.
But
What
getting back,
I like that Advanced Warfare does, you can move faster to
Yeah.
negate it, and you can like the vertical. Like, here, listen. If you want to get good real fast, just learn how to jump, and you'll be fine.
but getting back to what Bella Ross said, it would have been easier for Sledgehammer Games to just turn in a game that was slightly better than the last Call of Duty. They didn't do that. They went deep. The graphic presentation is amazing. The shooting mechanics is fantastic. The cover mechanics, the inventiveness with the different weapons and the smart grenades and the cover.
The campaign
and-
was good.
Yeah, the
Man, it was real
campaign
good,
is
yeah.
really, really, really good. And Kevin Spacey just didn't phone it in. I mean, that's a good performance. I was really impressed by the game.
That was Frank
They've really
Underwood.
stepped it up. They've really stepped it up. And, for Sledgehammer Games, that was a massive thing for them. This is the first time that they've been handed the full reign for a Call of Duty release. Like, yeah, they had a bit to do with the final development of Modern Warfare 3, but this was a make or break for them. If they fucked this up, this was going on their record forever because the Call of Duty franchise would never, ever, ever have forgiven anybody that could not back it up after Ghosts and do a really, really good job of it. So my hat's off to Sledgehammer Games. Whilst Beachhead Studios, who run the app, you guys suck. You keep fucking it up. You really need to sort your shit out. But apart from that, Sledgehammer Games is doing a great job.
I feel bad for Sledgehammer Games. They lost their first game. They were working on Call of Duty Vietnam before.
Oh yeah, the old one. Yeah. They were too.
Yeah.
Well, they've gotten their revenge.
It was a third-person shooter. It was going to be pretty neat, and then canceled it.
Bella, there's another question for you. You might have answered this question. It says, my question for Bella is, does she play any MMOs, and if so, which MMOs does she play?
Well, I mean, I've rattled off most of the list of what I've been playing of late. The only other stuff that I think that I forgot to leave off that list was, I have played a bit of Destiny, and I did enjoy it to a degree. Not exactly my style of gaming, but yeah, it was good. Last year I played a lot of GTA and a lot of Fable, and I think overall one of the games that I spent the most amount of time on last year outside of Call of Duty and GTA 5 was Gears of War. So, I mean, that kind of covers pretty much all the genres that I am into. I don't really sort of stick to one style of thing. It depends on what grips me at the time, what interests me at the time, and also what my friends are interested in as well, because there isn't a day where I don't jump online and game with my friends. So if the game isn't something that I can play with my mates that they're equally as interested in, then I'll shelve it for a while and go back to it when maybe they're on holidays or whatever it might be. So.
Wow. Did you hear that, guys? She games every day, and she's not a nerd, and she's not obnoxious. Are you guys taking lessons out there? You taking notes? All you gamers?
That's a lot of bullshit.
What's your problem?
Wow.
What is your problem? You took offense to that real quick. What's your problem, brother?
He muted himself. Oh my!
You play video games. You're obviously a nerd.
That's not true. I'm not a fucking nerd, and I play video games.
There's a big difference between being a nerd and being somebody who plays video games.
That's as nerdy as it gets, bro.
And frankly, I think that it's quite immature to just pigeonhole somebody just because they play video games anyway. There are a lot of people out there that
well, PC gamers may be nerds.
Not necessarily nerds either. I mean, athletes play video games, astronauts play video games.
That's true.
Politicians play video games.
That's true.
You can't just pigeonhole people just because they play video games.
You're right. You see all the sense she makes. Sad, you're out of here. Bella Raj, you're out. Good job.
Wow.
Good job.
Oh man. So E-Rock, what else we got?
Kid Smooth, I think that's it. I think we covered everything. We covered all the news. We covered all the subjects. We covered Nintendo's possible new console. We covered everything.
You know what? I forgot to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
I'm retired.
You retired?
I can't do it no more.
Why is that?
Psych!
Man.
Oh, wow. Like, you said some immature shit today, but that takes the cake.
Why would you get our audience excited, Sad?
Because I love watching all of you console gamers, all of you console losers get upset. I love watching you get disappointed. I revel in it. It's my fault.
Why does it have to be separated into console gamers and PC gamers?
Have a purpose in life.
The only people that I know that segregate the community like that are PC gamers. I've never heard anybody.
You can blame us for all the garbage you want, but it's all your fault.
I'm
not blaming you for anything. You're doing it on your own.
You know what's funny, Sad Man Dan? But the crazy thing is, we're the peasants, but all the money is invested into our consoles.
What money? If there was actual money invested into your little consoles, don't you think they'd be able to handle 1080p a little bit easier?
Well, why you got to get Grand Theft Auto 5 3 years later? Why 3 years later? Why you got to get Metal Gear Solid 2 years later?
It's like a few months later.
No, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in September of 2013?
Yeah, for the Xbox 360.
That's when it originally came out.
How much longer did it take for it to come out?
It originally came.
Yeah, but you got it a year later.
We still got it before the PC, though.
So?
Are
No,
you
no.
honestly trying to
What,
sit there
2
and tell
months?
me that
Are you
you
really
Well-
telling me that 2 months is
Well,
making
Kid
that
Smooth.
big of a difference?
Kid Smooth. Well, I can say that the Grand Theft Auto for the PC is actually a truly next gen fucking Grand Theft Auto, because that shit they put on the PS4 and Xbox One was the same shit from last gen, just with higher resolution.
You know,
It
I
was?
gotta,
You, do,
Wow.
you know,
Yeah.
you want to hear another reason why remember when the
Dope thing.
Xbox won last year's? It was last year's NBA 2K. The PC version got the last gen graphics when the Xbox
Oh,
One and
yeah.
PlayStation 4 got the next gen. That was shocking. That was
Oh,
shocking.
well.
And then you guys average what? One
But that's
Madden
not
every 5
that's
years?
not the but that's
But-
not the PC's fault. That's not the platform's fault. That's the
Yeah.
publisher's fault.
That's
Yeah.
That's the developer's fault.
But
Dude,
the publisher,
you know,
the
it's like-
publishers
it's so-
put,
it's
put
so
money
bad.
into
Like, dude,
console gamers,
how,
not.
like, you know what kind of you know what kind of cameras people can hook up to their PCs that just absolutely destroy the Kinect? And you know the new version of 2K15 doesn't allow you to take, custom shots of your face, even though the cameras we have are better? It's
Hey, kid-
ridiculous.
Hey, Kid Smooth, you know what we ought to
I'm
do?
tired of it.
We ought to chip in and get a plane ticket and send Sad over to North Korea to battle Kim Jong-un. That's what we're going to do. You're going over to North Korea, Sad. So you can
Why?
get
Oh,
all
he would totally end up Kim's bitch.
No, I will teach you. No.
Belarus,
This is what I want to do.
Wow, that's
This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I think I
I
want.
will make sure that Kim sends a nuke onto your side of Australia very soon.
Dude, shut up. You shouldn't say that on the. That's
Yeah.
not really great to say on the internet. You know,
That's actually yeah.
these
That
crazy
was, that
security
was the
threats
second
and
most
stuff like
racist
that.
thing I've heard today.
Yeah. So what we should do is, I would like my viewers to do is we should create a PayPal account to get Sad a better PC, and we should get some. We should get some money built up so we can
Should we make a
listen,
GoFundMe
listen.
page?
We're gonna get Sadman a better PC so he can play better games than StarCraft, and we're gonna get fun to get the big homie an edible arrangement to cheer his ass up.
I need $400. Okay. We'll set the goal at $400. That should make my PC.
Enjoy your trip to North Korea, Sad. I can see it now. I'm calling it the president who launched the cyber attack versus the nerd with the Sailor Moon backpack. Enjoy your trip, brother.
And I'm sure
Enjoy
everybody,
the
after listening to your performance today, is so motivated to quickly jump on PayPal right now.
Oh, I'm already funded. It's already happening. Buying an R9290 and
Oh,
a 350. Already happening.
So what I want
Don't need more money.
So what I want to say is that I mean we touched on a lot of things. We took last week off, due to the holidays, but for those who, if this is your first time watching, this is a weekly podcast. We do this every Saturday at 9 o'clock. So we want to thank you guys for all watching. Thank you, Bella, for joining me. And joining us has been a pleasure. It's great to have you. Look forward to having you again, maybe sometime in the future if you're free.
I
Is
do
that-
believe that I'll be joining you next week, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So speaking of next week, just to point out a few things again for those who missed it. Let's Talk Games exclusive. We got Mike Micah coming in. This is like, these interviews aren't going to be like normal podcasts, like how we do this and
Hell no.
everybody gets all upset. This is really kind of
that
just.
would be the best.
Oh no,
No, it won't.
no. So Mike is gonna come by and he's gonna tell us all about iDarb and Other Oceans Interactive. Hopefully he gives us some scoops on some other games, but iDarb is gonna be the main focus. He will be coming in next Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's Talk Games, and then we have Mike. We got Jay from Drop Dead Interactive. He's gonna tell us about his new game, Gear Guardian, which is supposed to be coming out the early part of this year. And I can't wait to try that game. And you guys, if you've been following me, I sometimes I stream iDarb. My video review is out if you want to go check that out. And also, I tweeted Red Dragon, and we might be having Red Dragon join the show in the near future because he responded, said, sure, So we're gonna talk about that. So hey, and I'm a big fan of Red Dragon, so I can't
Wow.
wait for that to happen.
Sounds like an
Wow.
all-star cast of Xbox to me.
and so,
Wow.
does anybody got anything to say? Anything you want to say? If there anything in the comments, let me see. I'm gonna update the comment list and see if there's any questions that we may have missed.
Are
But
there any good comments? That's what we want to know.
Big homie, shout yourself out, man.
Well, you already know what it is, but I got one thing to say, and that's fuck Xbox, aka the fuck box. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say.
That's what we come to expect from you, big homie. We come to expect that level of intelligence.
So you got it.
that level of intelligence.
Sad, shout yourself out, sad.
Goodbye.
Wow.
And come on,
Bang,
E-Rock,
bang,
with your
bang.
intelligent
Uh-huh.
ass. Mr. Intelligent E-Rock, come on.
Yeah.
Guys, once again, thanks for joining us. We want to thank Bella Ross for taking time out of her day and being a part of this abuse and just taking it on the chin and being real cool about it. Guys, we'll see you next week. Thanks for coming out.
And Bella,
Yes.
you got any words before we shut it down?
Oh, well, look, I think that, we've pretty much covered everything that needs to be covered. Thank you very much for having me along. I now have a lesser appreciation of the PC Master Race. And I give it to my I'm joking. Each to their own, and, enjoy your gaming,
I don't know.
guys.
If you're
Just
not gaming
enjoy
on
playing what you
PC, I
wanna
don't know what
play.
you're doing with your life.
Yeah, no, I'm
Living
actually
life.
getting sunshine.
Living life in what? 720p, 30
No.
frames.
we're seeing the sun, getting some good old vitamins from
You
the
know what I'm
sun.
doing? What I'm doing is I'm paying $350 for one console once, not upgrading my shit every 3 months so I can have the most up-to-date bloody CPUs
I don't know.
and
I
mods
What a
and
woman.
all that
What a
kind of
woman.
shit. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. I'm
Another
gaming
more
while you're
more
upgrading
ignorance
your
from the
thing.
console kitty.
What a woman.
Guess but
What a
Bella,
woman.
don't get him wrong. The SAD doesn't update his PC. His
I haven't
PC is
upgraded
one
my
of those
PC. I've had it for a
1998
year.
Windows
No wonder
98.
you're always so sad.
I have a Pentium 2 processor with like a 4 GB hard drive, and I play Brood War all day.
Oh, I'm
With
Brood
sorry.
War?
Koreans.
Brood War.
Yeah,
I
You're
feel
out
bad for
of
you
here.
now.
You're done, dude. Get out of here.
All right,
all
but
I do.
and as I always say, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Thank you guys for watching. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe.
Bang, bang.